Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Mom and Son Podcast.
This is Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the son. Today our episode, we go to the second part. Part 2 of my interview, my kwentuhan with VJ Samm with 2 M's.
Mukhang ang saya nung interview nyo habang ng kwentuhan.
Kailangan na it had to be. I didn't want to take out so much na just to make it fit in one episode. There's a lot that I really learned also when it came to this interview with Sam.
You know, kasi ang dami na rin people your age, younger or older na who are really going into the profession of ito yung hindi talaga corporate. My generation kasi very corporate kami.
9 to 5, Monday to Friday jobs.
So now it was really an interesting conversation. The first part and ngayon din yung sa second part mo. In fact, inano ko yan I wrote about it, money management for artists. Oh. So, padami na rin ang padami ang artists.
Yeah, it's a reality. Hindi na siya yung isa-isa lang. Alright, so let's get to it. Here's my interview with Sam. Hado! Fight! So I'm back here with VJ Samm with 2 M's.
Hey!
For another episode. Thank you talaga na
You're welcome.
Grabe It's been such a long time since our last episode.
Yeah, I know, right? It feels too long.
Okay. Anyway, sige. So, but before we jump into it, so VJ Samm is my co-VJ on Mix.
Yes.
When someone asks you, "Oh, Sam, what do you do?" How do you describe your career and occupation, knowing that you wear many hats?
I just say a general phrase. I'm a TV and events host.
Okay.
But it's more formal.
Noted. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, because you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi I also choreograph. So ever since me, kasi before Mix, it was really just I host, I also choreograph, but parang I can't find that one. Like when I made a Facebook page, there wasn't one category.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. Parang ganun. Okay, so it's TV events host. And then you are now starting this new sport, Hado, that's from Japan.
Yeah.
Right? So I would describe it as mukha siyang parang dodgeball, but you use augmented reality, virtual reality. So the things that you see in like Time Zone or in the mall, random, there's some virtual reality where you wear this helmeted goggles and stuff. They've made it into a sport. So can you explain what's Hado?
Okay, so Hado is a technosport.
Technosport.
Yeah, it's not e-sport.
Sorry.
Okay, so
is it the first of its kind? Would you know?
Well, it was made in Japan.
Okay.
I don't think it's the first of its kind. It's the first of that company who made it.
Okay.
And then
so it's like tennis, but like more
immersive.
Okay, yeah,
I would say.
There you go.
But this company that made it, they have different kinds of Hado. So Hado is like there's the sport, but there's also like if you go to ABS-CBN Studio Experience, they also have Hado Monster Battle.
Ooh.
So you go against the monster.
Oh shoot, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like boss
level. And at Ateneo they have Hagikido. I couldn't.
Bye. One big fight go Ateneo. Anyway, annoying. But what is it? No, it's a techno sport, not e-sport. And also because e-sport kind of has like a connotation when you say e-sport, because e-sport like you could do gambling also, it's considered like poker, yung mga ganun, diba? That's like
it's
kind of
a
e-sports.
sport, but then you do it on
and then it's a techno sport that is super fun actually. Like honestly, like I really love playing
and
it.
a good workout.
It's a super low-key workout. But then it's augmented reality, not virtual reality.
What's the difference?
So the difference is augmented reality is, for example, you would see whatever you're seeing, like you're normal. Like for example, like it's like using your eyes, obviously, like whatever you see. And then
but
there's
the
just
way
added
people
stuff.
will use their eyes in 100 years from now.
Siguro. If they had lenses in their like eyes na by
very
then.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it's like normal. For example, like your house. That's what your house is gonna look like, but then with added things. So the added stuff would be like shields, power.
So it's like if there's a filter on Snapchat, that's augmented
reality. Yeah, that's augmented reality.
But if it's just animation,
like
that
virtual
is
reality is like when you play Arkham Asylum and then you're in Gotham City.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not okay. All right.
Yeah, like that.
So did you have to learn these terms?
Yeah, of course, because you have to be consistent with.
And you're sort of carrying the brand.
Yeah,
of
I'm an
Hado.
ambassador of
Yeah.
Hado. So
Okay.
yeah, and so I have to be knowledgeable about these things. Yeah.
So this is sport and it's played 3-on-3 usually, or
Yeah, 3-on-3, but it also
Can
can
get-
be played 2-on-2 and 1-on-1.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's the
It's like
maybe
half-court
more
basketball.
leisurely, yeah,
Okay.
more leisurely kind, but the actual game is 3-on-3.
Okay, and then it officially launched in the Philippines. That's the right way to say it.
Yeah,
And now it's their schools are actually competing.
yeah. So we're in NCAA now, so we're taking the 10 schools from NCAA
Yeah.
and making them battle it out in the Hado arena.
Yeah, and all of this is with ABS-CBN SNA.
Yeah, sports in action. And ABS-CBN themed experience.
Just like when we talked about your pop culture episodes, do you feel like there's a huge potential for this to really become big nationwide?
Yeah, I think so. There's a really big potential for it to get big because when we play it ourselves, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like it kind of forces you to low key work out. Because when you're playing, it's like some people get turned off by the idea of working out kasi diba? But then when you play, it's like you're sweating, you're dodging stuff,
Yeah.
and then it makes it super fun, and it's a little competitive pa, so obviously that'll push you more. And then when we see, especially when we're doing the tournaments with NCAA, parang when we see the way they play it, it's like, ooh, it's insane.
And parang the sport is evolving because it's so new.
Yeah.
Parang there is no. It's like how sports really evolve. Like with the more players, there are more different styles, how to play, like techniques, and how to take down the opponent. Something interesting. I hope I get to try.
Yeah, you will hopefully because they're gonna open ABS-CBN. And another thing about Hado kasi, like unlike normal sports or physical, like actual sports, it depends a lot on your physical, or like the physical.
How hard you throw?
No, like your like athleticism, right?
Okay.
Like and also like how you're built. For example, basketball, like how you're built plays a really important part on how you do as a basketball player, right? But in Hado, a lot of it is strategy.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be tall for people to hit your like life cells.
Okay. And you don't need to be like you don't need to know how to sprint so far super fast.
You just have to be quick, like dodging and stuff.
Yeah, you have to be crafty.
But it's also a mental game, so it's really great. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And how has it been so far? The tour, going to different schools, recruiting.
Super fun.
Diba? Recruiting different people to be part. Do these people? Is this the first time they tried Hado also?
Yeah, it's also their first time when they try it out, when we're at their school. And then a lot of them, they come back to play again and again and again. Because they really like it. It's really fun. Like the first few times kasi you don't really understand what's happening. And yan. But then when they play more, they get the hang of it.
How do you think you'll face the challenge of... It's the thing though, the potential, the risk na it's not gonna be so patok. Because it's hard to play because you need a lot of setup and gadgets and
well, that's why we do the school tours, and then we're also planning other stuff that I can't really talk about.
Okay.
But then
so there is a long term.
Yeah, there's really a long term because they really wanted to make
hindi
it.
siya parang, you know what, let's just try it here for a year.
No.
Ganon. Okay.
So it's really, they see the potential of it lasting a long time because the
That's
future
good.
of sports is
yeah,
that,
and I've been
like
getting into it more now, even if it's different. Technosports from esport.
Yeah.
This other reality of sports na you use technology to play.
Yeah.
It's not anymore a hobby. It's professional now. There's money in it.
And I think what part of Hado is like everyone can play it. You don't have to be an athlete.
Yeah.
You don't have to train all of your life to play.
Yeah.
To be
you
a
just have
good,
to be mobile.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be it like families can play it, like everyone. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get hurt. Also.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Not super. Unless you collide to your
Oo nga naman.
But then,
there's still always some accidents.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So with this Hado and being a Hado ambassador, how different is it, this job, compared to what you're used to now with being a mixed VJ? The music channel, and then now you're doing a sports channel.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Wow, provocative. You know, like
Which is better?
yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, but I guess for this one, I'm trying to think kasi. No, but
Sige,
what
take
I
your time.
noticed in Hado kasi, a lot of the stuff that I learned in mix, I'm able to apply there.
Okay.
Which is a good thing because I host a lot for Hado. I mean, not a lot. I'm not a host, but like we host like some parts of it,
Of
like
Hado?
interviews
Okay.
and stuff like that. So I think that really helped me, and I think think like mix also helped bring out like my confidence as a person.
Okay.
So I'm also able to use that in Hado.
Yeah.
Kasi in mix, they see me grow talaga, diba? They saw me grow. But in Hado, like, they expect me... I mean, I am a certain way now, obviously, because I'm confident, I'm very kalog, ganyan. So I'm just the same there. So it's not so different also. But then, I think the world is just different. Cause it's sports. Yeah.
What would be big? What would be like noticeable differences between
the two?
doing music and doing sports? Besides the subject matter.
There's a lot. Yeah. Well, maybe it's very technical pag sports kasi you know, like there's certain... Unlike with us kasi in mix, we can say a lot of things.
It's subjective because it's about music.
It's all free form pala, like, you know, like
okay.
you can just say. But then like in sports, there's certain things that you have to say. Like,
I think that reflects then the nature of the two things. Music kasi is art and it's very subjective and it's different people's opinions about it. It's expression of yourself compared to a sports. Now there are rules. Music, there are some musical rules, but then you can say that that's music
exactly,
na. But in sports, like there are rules, there's a winner, there's a loser, there's a right way to play it.
So it's kind of different. Coming from like a free form to like not so.
Yeah. So even the hosting, I never thought of it. The hosting of an event, the way you host an event, will also really differ based on what you're hosting.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, going further and discussing further about this career. I had a couple of episodes before where I interviewed people with quote unquote out of the ordinary jobs, mga hindi day job, and I would say that yours would be in the same realm, or and hopefully I get to do the stuff that you do. Kasi before I got to interview a dancer, a musician, it's still the freelance life, but then iba yun yung ginagawa. How do you find the balance to have that kind of career?
What do you mean, like freelance? Like kind of technically freelance, but not really?
Kind of technically freelance. You don't have a Monday to Friday thing. You're employed. And how do you find the balance? And like, should I get more? Or okay na ba ito yung ginagawa ko?
Oh, yeah, that's hard. Kasi there are times that you have so many things to do talaga. Like, sunod-sunod, everything together. And then there are times na parang you're not so much. So you're also like, I don't know what to do with myself right now. Yes. Like, I don't really know. And I'm the type of person who loves to do stuff. Like,
are you parang workaholic? Would you say that?
I think so. Because I hate not doing anything. Like, if you ask my mom, I'm barely at home just like sitting there and doing nothing. I'm always just like, I have to do something.
Okay, yes.
So, like, I just had a friend also who asked me, how do I balance everything? And I was telling her, like, honestly, I really don't know how I do it also.
Okay.
But then, I think that's part of it. Like, I just go, parang I prioritize well, I think. I would say I have a really good work ethic also.
And this is coming from, someone who did not join orgs in college.
Yeah.
They don't actually need to pala. Kasi, when we were leaving college, I was saying, Sam and our batchmates, by the way.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And we didn't meet.
We never met in college.
But I knew him.
No.
Wow.
Thank you.
Because he's the
Stop it.
Also.
Tawag dun. Hindi na wala ng train of thought ko.
Just because I called you the Anton fast.
Yeah,
oh my God.
But anyway, how orgs are so important. Na, like, you can have good grades and stuff, but then if you don't do org stuff, like, you're kind of lagging behind. But apparently, di mo pala kaya. Everyone has their own thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, you mentioned the priority. Na you get to prioritize well. And then coming from someone who didn't really join orgs.
Yeah.
What's your there? Do you have like a process now when it comes to, you have lots of projects.
Okay.
And then, where are you gonna devote, like, how much time I'm gonna think about this, how I'm gonna prepare for this again?
Okay. Wow, that's a good question. Well, I also really think part of the reason why I'm like this is because this might seem so small, but because also I'm a morning person. So I like to make use of my day talaga. As in, morning till whenever I can, right? So, and then I don't know, my mom kasi, she's also very on the go. She's very like, she does a lot of things. I guess I was just inspired by that and I just hate not doing anything.
Okay.
So how I prioritize usually is like, obviously I have main things. Like, we all have different priorities, right? And we all have the more important ones.
Yeah.
And then me kasi, I'm the type of person who I will move everything. I will try to do everything that I can. Like, I'll really try. But if hindi talaga pwede, then I don't think I can. So, parang I've learned to let go of some things also. Like,
and say no.
Yeah, like, you can't just say yes to everything, which I had to learn Actually, I just learned that recently, like, super recently.
And we're kind of new then in the workforce.
Yeah,
quote,
I
unquote,
know. Like when I look at myself compared to, for example, their host like Martin Javier, who's
Yeah.
on Umagang Kagandahan, he's also a sportscaster.
Yeah.
Roxanne Montalegre, both of them I work with, and both of them are so good. They're always like they're one of my favorite hosts. Two of them. They're two of my favorite hosts, and like they're so cool. But like they're always so busy. Like their call times are like 4 a.m. ganyan. Cause for Umagang Kaganda, like stuff like that.
Okay.
So like when I see them, I'm like, I'm so young compared to them. Like who am I to feel like I'm busy,
yeah.
right? And I don't think you can be too busy for anything also, feeling ko.
Yeah, there's this I heard it first in a Rico Blanco song. Yeah. I don't know where it originally came from.
Yeah.
Kung ayaw may dahilan, kung gusto palaging merong paraan. And I think that's something that it's super highlighted if you're a freelancer. Kasi you can survive financially with these paiba-iba stuff na not just a job and employed, ganon. But at the same time, you can't do too much din kasi you'd be spreading yourself too thin. Our most important resource talaga is our time.
Yeah.
And it's super halata rin. Do you have parang a routine in the morning? Kasi sabi mo, you're a morning person.
Yeah.
You need to have some work. Because to be honest, sometimes after lunch, like the gears in my head are gonna start
no,
doing
it has to. I always have to have coffee in the morning. Okay. Like that's my thing in the morning. Like
Starbucks,
no, man, not Starbucks. It's just coffee I have at home, you know. And like I just sit there and I don't do anything. Parang ganun. Like that's the time I have to like adjust.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm okay na.
So I think I think coffee wouldn't necessarily be like lots of people need coffee to start their day and to start functioning. It might not just be the coffee itself, but then the activity of sitting down, making coffee, drinking coffee, like that simple task. I read somewhere, but I've never applied it. How while in the military, they always fix their bed. Kasi if you get to have a mini achievement in the morning by fixing your bed, then you can go on to do bigger achievements. Me, I just think like, you know what? I'm gonna lie down on this bed again later with no blanket. Why am I gonna put the cover?
You don't fix your bed?
Sakto lang, like pillows
not your blanket?
Not all the time.
What the heck?
Not all the time.
I always
just
fix my
gotta be
bed
honest.
too.
Sorry?
I always have to fix my bed. You know, wash my face.
Kasi for me, it's not broken.
Like, ew! Bye! Get out!
Yeah, no, but the pillows are... Kasi, for me, that is my super safe space na I want it always na any second of the day if I have to go home. I mean, I want to be in my home zone, which is my bed. Yeah. It's there na. Kasi parang yung
you like
bubuksan
going
mo
home to a bed that's not made?
If it's arranged in the order I like it while I'm lying down.
Really? I love coming home to a clean bed because it's like made na and it looks new. I love that.
Even if it's not, like it has the same number of bacteria, whether or not you fix the pillow.
But it looks cleaner, and I'm just like, yes, after a long day when you feel dirty and gross. But I always have to shower first.
I think you're aware din naman in this culture, this millennial quote-unquote culture of always hustling and grinding. What's your take on the... Do you agree with it na parang you measure how well you're doing, quote-unquote, by how much you're doing?
I don't think so.
If you shake your head, they're not gonna see it.
Obviously, I know. Okay. I know that. Oh my God, relax.
Because you shook your head, I'm like...
I'm just like... I was thinking kasi, no?
Okay, sorry.
I was thinking. I know. Anyway, I was just like...
Okay,
anyway,
go. Why?
So, I always had that problem also. I always overwork. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm a workaholic, but I'm pretty sure I am. Like, I just beat myself talaga until like...
You need to have work.
Yeah, I always have to have something to do.
Do you feel guilty if you don't have work?
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I have to do something.
Same, but I kind of learned to live with the guilt, especially in school.
No, never.
So you always have something to do
Kaya nga, in school, yeah. And I carried that over.
And if you don't have it, I'm probably forgetting to do something.
Yeah, I carried it over to when I started working. Which I only recently... solved recently. I mean, it's still hard to get used to.
But you're parang, there's an effort for you to...
have days where I don't.
Yeah. Because you can't always...
Yeah, that's what I realized. Because I used to think that the stuff that I do would equate... Like, my productivity as a person would equate to my worth as a person.
Ooh.
Like, that's what I thought.
Again.
My productivity as a person equated to my worth as a person.
That really makes sense, though.
Right? Like, you think it's that way. But then, I was like, just because I'm productive doesn't mean, like, anything about how, like, what my worth is. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because... it's like I could be doing so many things, but what if they all suck? You know what I mean? Like they all like whatever.
It's the behind that.
Yeah, it's really behind that. So like I realized just recently, very recently.
How did you realize this?
Because I had a day na I made you guys kwento, I feel like. I had a day where I was so busy because I had, for example,
yeah.
I had in the morning, Lainey interview in the afternoon, mixed slam jam at night.
Yeah. I just had the mixed slam jam.
Yeah, and it was
like far. It was iba-ibang
and
places.
Right, you saw me. I was there like tulala, like super like. But before that,
di siya obvious.
Whatever.
You're so professional talaga.
Yeah,
VJ Samm.
I know, right? Joke. No, but before that, like the day before that was Daniel Caesar's concert.
You watched also.
I watched also.
Ooh, was it nice?
It was nice, but the thing was I couldn't enjoy it.
Because your mind was
my mind was already the day
Sayang.
after. Yeah, my mind was already the day after, and then I was like, kind of having a panic attack mid Daniel Caesar.
Hassle.
So I was super like, oh my god, it's almost tomorrow. Like when he plays his last song, this is gonna be the start of the whole day for me.
Stressed now.
Yung mga ganun, like I got so stressed, and then I was
sayang.
Yeah, dude.
But a good lesson.
It was a good lesson, and then like I was in Coffee Bean. I was with Kurt ba. Yeah. And then whatever, anyway, and then he was like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing's wrong. And then like I didn't want to talk about it because talking about it would make it real, obviously, right? So and then when
that's not the same way you are with your feelings naman, no?
No naman. I'm honest with my feelings. Okay. But yeah, so I realized that after that na parang, you know, I could be doing all of these things talaga, but then if you don't take care of your person, you're just like,
watching Daniel Caesar, watching a concert the night before, not the best. Not
the best.
Probably not the wisest move there.
But then, am I supposed to miss out on Daniel Caesar? I don't think so.
But you just got those while you're 22. Are you 22 or 23?
Yeah, 22.
Like, while you're 22, just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bastasin mo na yung buhay.
Yeah, because you milk your youth for what it is, right?
Yeah, I know.
So that's how I realized, you really have to take care and like say no if you can. Like just be honest.
So do you take any measures now? Do you have like you know what? Once a week I should have a.
I'm trying to at least now. So I also, for people who don't know, I also work at Electric Studio.
Yes, yeah.
Indoor cycling as a manager. So I have to
You don't teach.
I don't teach, but I have to be physically present in the studio. Recently, I've been having a hard time.
How many times do you have to?
I do 3 times a week.
Okay.
So that's Monday, Friday, Sunday.
Oof,
yeah, so it's also my weekends. I don't really have weekends. As like in our job, like culture, it's like the week is just one long week running. It's not like a weekend.
Yeah, for me naman, as of now, it's like the weekends you are more busy pa nga eh.
Yeah.
But in the week, my Mondays and Tuesday, I'm at home working on the podcast. That's the more downtime.
Yeah. For me naman, like I'm trying now, like that's in my process right now. Like I'm gonna cut back siguro on electric. So I really have to say no to things that I can't
say no to other things. Say yes to yourself.
Yeah, you know, I have to be sane also. Like especially with us, we're seen on TV. So if you're tired, it's also obvious.
And saying no to others is actually saying yes more to the other things in life. Because if you're just gonna keep saying yes to everything, you know, you're not gonna have that same high quality you want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone was telling me also. They're like, you have to focus on quality, not the quantity of your things. I always tell my mom this because she gets mad when I cry about like being busy or stressed. She's like, you should be thankful.
Yeah,
but
it's like ginusto mo yan.
Yeah, no, but then I think being tired and being grateful are not mutually exclusive. You can feel both things at the same time. Diba? So
I'm tired of being grateful.
No, I'm never tired of being grateful. I'm always grateful, but I'm also always tired. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram has met in the middle. Okay.
So, like, I just recently, like, parang I have to savor the time that I have for myself. Like, the other day, siguro Tuesday, I didn't have anything. As in, nothing talaga. Nothing at all. But then, I was so happy to just have lunch by myself. Literally.
At home?
Not even at home. Like I treated myself out.
Oh, okay.
Because like I haven't like eaten by myself out. Like I was just answering emails and stuff. Stuff like that. I get to think. Like it's super important.
It was si Ate Iana.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love Iana, but then like I was just by myself. So stuff like that. And also I have to learn how to prioritize where I put my energy.
Wow. Yeah. It's not anymore just your time eh. Kasi your time, you can measure that na. Okay, I really have 24 hours. But then your energy, let's say you have something in the morning na 2 hours ka, but then pagod siya. It kind of sacrifices the rest next hours.
Why.
Even if you give more time, doesn't necessarily mean you'll have as much energy.
Especially us, because it's a lot of energy talaga.
And it's bursts.
Yeah, and it's bursts, exactly. And then me, especially, the type that, the person
The
I
way
am.
you host also.
Yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
like it's a lot of energy all the time.
Is it the onomatopoeia? It's more of a pa pa. More than
thought
the
it's like a
Do you think it's more of a zzz?
Yeah, I feel like. And
I hope you
also-
guys understand with it.
Yeah, I hope
It's
so
like, with their
too.
onomatopoeias.
Yeah, that's why we made sounds.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but
We're
I think
using hands
yeah.
gestures also.
But also, I think part of the reason that helps me prioritize is I'm always on time to everything.
Yo, can we just...
High five.
You know what? More people...
Yeah, no Filipino time.
The world needs more people like us.
Yeah, the world does not need Filipino time. Like,
Yeah,
that is not
yeah.
a thing. Let's not make it a thing. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
imagine how much of your day you could save just by being on time.
The traffic din kasi is so basos na you can't... No matter the intent you have, like,
Yeah.
let's say, I'm gonna give an extra 15 minutes to get
Yeah.
to a place. You still don't know kasi pwede maging late ka for half an hour.
Yeah, it's
without-
really adjusting. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, you just kind of one of those suck it up.
Also, maybe because I used to live in Alabang when I started in Ateneo.
Alabang.
So Alabang. When I started in Ateneo. Ayun ako.
Wait, kasi no one ever freaking says Araneo.
Araneo, no,
Except
that is a
if-
no.
Yeah, no one, no.
Super no.
Okay,
I hate
so when
that.
you were in Alabang,
Alabang.
okay.
When
Do
I...
people call it Alabangers there? No?
Ew, no. That's like katips.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah,
says
oh,
katips.
katips, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, so I used to live in Alabang.
In A-Bang, okay.
Yeah. No one says Apang.
Alabi.
That's worse. Labs. I don't know.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway, so I used to live in Alabang and then I started Ateneo. So I would always have to be early.
So not test yung skill
Yeah,
mo.
so
of,
I've been so used to it. So I think that's also why I'm always on time. Wala lang.
Yeah, alright. So anyway, thank you again
Of course.
very much for your time
You're
and your
welcome.
stories and
You're
for joining me on the podcast. Yeah!
Yeah. Ooh.
So that concludes my interview and our episode with VJ Samm. Thank you very much again for...
Dami ka natutunan.
And it shows again that it's different. We've had a couple of episodes already talking about and interviewing people who I would categorize it as quote-unquote out of the ordinary or not traditional jobs. But it's not that it's not that rare. Like, it's
Yes,
really
it's getting very common
thank God.
among your... Oo. So, the parents now are getting more open-minded. Dati kasi sasabihin nila, hindi trabaho yan. Good time lang yan, di ba?
Oo. Parang baka magutom ka if you do that.
So, ngayon, parents have to balance the support and the push.
Yeah.
Yeah, and...
Just because it's new doesn't mean
it's not
mag-isa
serious.
or it's just because it's new doesn't mean it's not serious and it can really earn you a living, and at the same time doesn't mean since to the parents out there, since you don't and parents don't really understand this masyado, doesn't mean you are not needed or not supposed to be involved anymore.
Yes, you just have to just support, ask for yung mga kwento niya, di ba? Kasi kahit naman iba yung field, marami pa ring principles in life that you can
It's like
share.
how school when I was studying, it was different. But from your when you and Papa studied, but then you still have
The
to
same-
instill some principle. So, it's the kind of the same. It's like it's the same game with different with some different rules
Yes, yeah.
and foul and technicalities. Just like we talked about Hado, na it really shows nga not just the career landscapes change, even sports.
Oo.
Being able to use technology.
So, that's it. So, baka meron pa silang ibang gustong pa-interview sa'yo.
Yes, please. Just let us know. Email us at antonfalso@gmail.com. Alright, so thank you guys for listening to that episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Presfalso, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Falso the son. Bye, guys.
Bye!
Mom and Son Podcast airs every Tuesday at 7 a.m. or anytime at your convenience and can be streamed on Spotify, Buzzsprout, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. For all questions and suggestions on topics or people to interview, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.